I've had the Oraimo Watch 6 for over a week now, and today I want to talk about what you get for this roughly $20 watch. So out of the box, you get the charging cable. I like that this cable has a little bolt icon. This will help differentiate it from other cables. The next thing I noticed is an extra pair of straps. I believe this is the first time I'm seeing an extra pair of straps included in an Oraimo box. It's usually itel that's this generous. But the good thing is that the extra straps are completely different from the ones attached to the watch. Just in case you don't like the straps that have been attached to the watch, then you can switch it with the other ones. And finally, you get the manual. Before I get into the watch, just give me a minute to talk about these new straps. One thing I've noticed about these straps is that they are more secured compared to the normal ones. Like if you are wearing the watch, it's not easy for the strap to just come off. I'm not saying it's not going to be possible for anyone to just remove the straps, but I know that there are experts out there who are good with stealing watches, but you will notice it because the person will have to tug, and as you can see, it is a bit hard for me to. I'm glad this is happening live. It's a bit hard for me to remove the strap. I'm not usually this excited about straps. I just like the way this one looks and feels. Also, you can remove the metal holder if you want, but it's not fun to do. Just find the right spot that you want the metal holder to be, which is this one, and leave it there. Alright, now let's talk about the watch. It has a simple design. Just one round button on the side for controlling the watch. There's also a microphone right above the button for making phone calls. Yes, you can use this watch for making phone calls, and from my experience, it works very well. No one has complained about having audio problems. Whenever I make a phone call, people hear me very clearly. On the left side of the watch is the speaker for making phone calls and for using the watch as a Bluetooth speaker, if you are weird like that. On the back, you get the charging point and the sensors for things like your heart rate, your blood oxygen levels, and other medical info. And although this watch has a very simple design, it is water resistant. It has an IP68 rating. For those of you getting this watch to track your exercise, well, the watch comes with a bunch of options you can use. I don't normally use watches to exercise, so I don't have much to say about that. For me, I get watches like this for notifications and phone calls. The watch is good for that. You can choose the apps you want to receive notifications from, and as for phone calls, I set the watch to vibration only. Although I've not missed any phone calls while wearing this watch, I still feel like the vibration is not strong enough, even though I set the vibration to strong. But that's a personal thing. You may decide to get the watch and be fine with how it vibrates. Okay, I know you have been seeing the screen on the watch so far, and I will get to it very soon. But before I do that, let me just talk about some of the little features that you get on this watch. So if you tap the power button 3 times, you can call whoever you set as an emergency contact. I would recommend adding a number that you call frequently. If you swipe the screen to the right, you'll see a list of the apps you recently used on the watch. While making phone calls using the watch, you can switch from the watch to your phone by tapping this button in the middle. And finally, while it has the raise to wake feature so that the watch lights up each time you lift your hand, you don't have a way to turn off the screen. You'll have to wait for the screen to turn off on its own. Other Oraimo watches that I've used can be turned off by either covering the screen or pressing the power button on the side. If there's something I don't like about this watch, it's the fact that I can't turn off the screen. I have to wait for it to die. And well, since I've started talking about the screen, let's see what we have here. So the watch comes with a 2-inch TFT screen. Honestly, I don't have any complaints here. The display is bright, the colors are good, it is sharp, and it is very responsive when you interact with the screen. I've not experienced accidentally tapping something when I'm interacting with the watch, and the watch has a very nice glass. It is scratch resistant according to the box, but it's not the first time I've had something like that and the watch ended up having scratches. But so far, I haven't noticed any scratches on this watch. Overall, I don't have much to say about the screen besides the fact that it is a decent screen. Another really decent aspect of this watch is the battery. It comes with a 300 mAh battery, and just saying that may not mean much to you, but from my experience, I used the watch for 24 hours receiving phone calls. I was using the watch for receiving phone calls, notifications and all that, and after 24 hours, I had 96% battery life left. The only thing I don't like regarding the battery is that you need to check the app to know the battery level of the watch. You can't check from the watch itself, but besides that, the watch has a very good battery. Okay, so to conclude, would I recommend you get this watch? Well, if this is the first time you'll be using a smartwatch and you like the price and some of the features that I've talked about the watch, then fine, you can go for a watch like this. But if you have a bunch of watches around, like if you have used smartwatches like this, well, I would not recommend you get this watch because there's basically nothing new. Personally, I would even go for a watch like the Oraimo Watch 4 Plus, because the Oraimo Watch 4 Plus has more features compared to this one. So I would not recommend the Oraimo Watch 6 if you already have other smartwatches that have better features. I would just recommend that you wait for something better that is worth upgrading for. So that's my review for the Oraimo Watch 6. Hopefully you found the video helpful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Take care and bye-bye. Other Oraimo watches that I've used, oh shit.